Creating technology-enabled solutions for airlines, travel agents and freight forwarders so that they become more efficient is now big business. With bookings, accounting and loyalty programs turning to mobile, airlines need to create smarter and safer ways to move people and cargo around the world. Brendan McKittrick is Chief Technology Officer at Mercator, who specialise in this sector. He joins us right here on Emirates News. Brendan, great to have you with us. So, how important is the behind-the-scenes software that we're hearing about here for passenger and cargo movement?
Well, obviously, without software and without technology, we can't move people and cargo, so obviously the software is indispensable. But interestingly enough, the airlines, both passenger and to a lesser extent the cargo systems, are based on very old technology that dates back to the 1960s. Now, for most passengers, their experience of a web booking engine or an interface on a web is quite modern, but at the back it's actually quite old technology. So what we are looking to do in Mercator is to revolutionise that by bringing in the latest technologies and to replace the legacy systems that have been there for quite some time.
Interesting. Now, in what ways then are technological advances over the past few years actually changing your business?
Most people would agree that the airline industry, whilst flying the most sophisticated aircraft, actually runs probably one of the oldest software sectors and hasn't enjoyed the same type of digital revolution that's happened in most other sectors. So it's long overdue. There's questions out there whether it'll be Uberized or the greatest change will come from the outside of the industry inwards. Obviously at Mercator we'd like to think it comes from the inside and we will bring that technology change. But basically we're looking to leverage all the new technologies around mobile, access to data. We have a philosophy which we call the 4A, which is access to data anytime, anywhere, any channel, authorised, which basically empowers the user to access the information relating to their own particular voyage or their particular cargo.
The aviation sector is extremely competitive, so what's your advice to airlines to stay in the front?
I suppose it's very similar to other industries in the last 5 to 6 years. It's basically innovate and survive. The amount of technology that's coming downstream through automation, big data analytics, things like blockchain where we can do federated contract agreements and so forth, especially for cargo. Embracing them is going to give that extra advantage to those airlines who want to stay ahead.
Interesting. Now, we often hear that operational efficiency obviously, could be better, but how can it be implemented so it is, performing better?
Again, the driving force here is the user experience. And to give that new user experience, you've got to have the back-end technologies providing that anytime, the data anytime, anywhere. So effectively, you need seamless access to the data when it's most needed in the front line, either be with the customer or the internal user. So a lot of things around data analytics, big data, will drive those decision-making points. So those who embrace will succeed.
And just finally, Brendan, what's your general feeling about the aviation sector at the moment in this region?
Well, the aviation sector is very cyclical, as anyone will tell you. If you look at a map of the revenues from 1970 to 2016, it's basically a sine wave. So it goes through troughs, it goes through peaks. I think there's been a lot of innovation in this part of the world. A lot of our products are legacy systems that were built out of Emirates historically, which were market leaders. And I think, like everything else, it's cyclical, and I think perhaps the time has come again for some new innovations out of the Middle East.
All right, we'll leave it there, but appreciate your time. Brendan McKittrick, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.